It's about time I made another video, so welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about this part. It is a taillight failure relay or module. I'm not entirely sure what the official name is, but this controls your taillights and your brake lights and your blinkers. So if this goes out, or if you break it, you won't have any taillights or blinkers. The part number is LFS 1001-00. So this sits in the center console. Previous video, I took out the center console to try to find the transmission governor, which is further in the back, and it didn't really go too well. But this piece we're talking about now sits right there. You screw it in over here and connect these three connectors to it. Yep, those three. That, and that. And the flash on. Okay, so those three, screw them in there and connect the wires to it. I just need to get a Phillips head screwdriver, connect that up. This is going to be a hard one to film, but I did get the parts. If you guys don't know Jaguar Heaven, so give them a look. Big junkyard in California, a lot of Jaguar parts. Really good stuff. When you can't find new parts, that's usually what I go to. Alright guys, after blinding myself a few times with a flashlight, I got it lined up in there. Now I'm going to connect these connectors. Let's do this bottom one first. So there's three connections on that one. It goes underneath. And I'm tangled up in my windows. Yay. Okay. It was hard to look at this and film. I'm gonna need this angle because I need the light. See what I'm doing here. Okay, the bottom needs a little convincing. So I got that connected. And before I put the center console in, I'm going to turn the ignition on. Turn my tail lights on. So there's my headlights. My beams on. Okay. And would you look at that? I have tail lights again. So now the tail lights work. And let's test the blinkers. I'll make sure that it wasn't something else that burnt out. Do all the brake lights work? That's off. That's on. Can the cars be started for those to work? Okay, so I don't have blinkers. Probably a fuse blew out. I'll test it. Okay, so now that that's all set, I'm gonna go ahead and put all the stuff that goes up here back together. Wish me luck. On the bright side, I figured out why I don't have blinkers or brake lights. The 7.5 amp fuse up there is blown. This is in between that's fuse number 5. Sits in between a 5 amp fuse and another 5 amp fuse. So I just got a new fuse, put that back in, and I should have brake lights and blinkers and stuff. So yeah, good job me. It's now the daytime, and I realized something about these wires that go over here. They're both similar in color. I think you can see that. But you can't cross them, because if you cross them, that's what's going to blow fuse number 5. So my advice is, when you do this, have some spare fuses lying around. Have someone look behind the car and test it. Test it a few times, so you can have your blinkers and everything. Because now I have blinkers. I don't know if it makes it on the video. That one's going off. There we go. And my brake lights are working. So mission accomplished here.